Can I confirm you are a sergeant in the Army?
I am indeed.
Please tell me about your understanding of what morale is.
So morale can be viewed in different ways. It's and everyone perceives morale as something different, but I view it as how well people are physically and mentally, and whether they're happy to continue on doing their job the way that they want to do it, and how to increase it. We look at ways to improve people's not just mental stability, but physical things, get them to enjoy things, so it's more of a working environment.
Okay. What, in your experience, are the things that decrease and increase morale at work?
So decreasing it, you look at it along the lines of sort of like fastball deployments, lack of communication from higher down, so you think you're doing something and then you get set off to do it, and then you get told no, you're not going to do it because X, Y and Z's happened, and you're like, well, that could have been told to me a little while ago. Just like the prior planning, not trying to mess people around. So like, I know we take, just using it as an example, we take Friday finishing at 12 o'clock on a Friday as a given, when it's not. It's a nicety. It's forgotten the word I need to use. Privilege, not a given. But a lot of people have taken it as it is a given, as a late start is on a Monday, when in fact they're both privileges to increase morale, but then the morale gets decreased if, for example, we eat weapon cleaning Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
I'm just sort of like, to increase it, just have some good communication, regular events, good communication throughout, and if you promise something, make sure it happens.
Indeed. Can you think of a time when your morale was particularly high or low, and why?
So one of the high points are, well, I've had quite a few high points. There's like being promoted 3 times. They were high points. But one of the significant high points was being selected to go on the paramedic course. That was a good morale boost for me. Kept me interested. And something which I'm looking forward to carrying on and progressing with. Low points. It's constantly being told now that I've got this qualification, my postings are limited. So my morale to stay in has been severely affected because you are going to a med-reg. Paramedic, yeah. So I'm going to a med-reg and a med-reg only.
Okay.
And I was like, well, that's not the best use of paramedics. And when I was at a med-reg as a paramedic, I wasn't utilised as a paramedic. So I can't see, so from coming out of a med-reg in a paramedic role, not being utilised, why would I want to go back to a med-reg as a paramedic and not be utilised as a paramedic?
Yeah.
So my morale is, if they insist I go back to a med-reg, it will take a massive...
Not doing what you're trying to do.
No.
Within your team, how do you increase morale?
But in the little team that I work with, we've got quite a small, close-knit team, and we all have a laugh and a joke. We play around, really, sort of like, mess around, have a good time. If someone's feeling down, we'll try and perk them up a little bit, have a laugh and a joke, make coffees. We'll have regular sort of like breakfast meetings where we'll go out. We'll not necessarily stay on camp, but we'll go into town. We'll have a breakfast meeting, discuss things, and then nothing really affects the morale, the high morale team. There's a few low points that we don't get to spend enough time with our family. Increasing the number of courses that we deliver, because we deliver short courses. The courses have gone from 29 a year to 42 a year, and they're on about putting it up to 48 a year next year. And that's just one of the courses. We do 7 other short, another short course which will run 7 a year, which is going up to 8 a year. And on top of those, we're expected to conduct duty senior and duty junior as well.
So with that increased workload, how would you maintain morale within your team?
So the morale is maintained quite well with everyone, because we'll have a laugh. When we go to when we distribute down to Gosport and things like that, we all enjoy it down there, because it seems to be a lot more free flowing down there than it is up here. We haven't got the politic constraints of the whole camp up here. We haven't got to worry about people not paying the correct compliments as they go past Coltman House and things like that. And it just runs a lot smoother down there. The infrastructure we've got down there is a lot better than what we've got up here. And everyone just gels and we're away. It's like, we view it like a little holiday. We'll have a little get-together in the mess and things like that. And, but it's that, and every time, but we have to do that, because for each course that we run down there, or even including here, so if we're on a 2-day course, we put 3 days worth of man hours into each course. So for every 4 days, we're doing 6 days effectively.
Yeah.
We're early starts, late finishes, and setting up for the next day. So we are quite physically drained. And then it's been in Gosport, and Colchester, we won't get back till 10, 11 o'clock on a Friday night. And then sometimes we're expected to go on and do duty junior, duty senior, Saturday or Sunday. So you're away all week, and then you have to go on and do a duty, and that's more time away. Or the clinicians need to do their CPD as well. We don't have time during the working week to fit it in, so we have to use our own time to do it.
So how do you gauge morale in your team? How do you know when it's low or high?
Because we're such a small, close-knit team, and we work together all the time. We can just walk into the office and we can
just tell.
Tell
by interacting.
Interacting with it, whether someone's having a good day, bad day, and we'll just have a chat about it.
So, do you feel your team is a cohesive one?
Yes.
Would you deploy with them?
I'd deploy with them. Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
That's good. Do you believe in what you are doing in the army is for a greater good or a noble cause?
In the course that we teach, yeah, because it's making sure that everyone that deploys, or the medics that deploy, have had the training that will hopefully.
So you clearly see a benefit.
Yeah.
Do you believe you are trained enough to do what is asked of you in the army?
I'd like to say yes, but there's always room for improvement. But you're only in this position that we are here for a certain amount of time. If you were given the chance to spend your whole career here, then potentially not trained well enough at this time. Whereas as we're only here for a short period of time, we are suitably trained to deal with the students that we get. We're suitably trained to deal with it. Whereas the longer courses, you may need to get more specialist teaching courses underneath your belt before coming and spending any length of time here.
So when was the last time you were allowed to develop yourself professionally or otherwise within working hours?
Within working hours, it was a couple of weeks ago.
And so it's regular, and the time before
it's not regular during work hours. I think the time before that was April.
So about 6 months. Yeah. So it's reasonably regular for
you. I work every weekend on a civvy ambulance. I'm keeping myself up to date, but during work time, I got. Other than that, I would you use the teacher CPD stuff that the department that do D-triple-T, they lay on. So I've done that during work.
So you're talking about working on a civvy ambulance in your own time, and that's for your paramedic qualification. Do you believe that you should be allowed to do that during work time? Because that's a qualification that the army expects.
I am supposed to have X amount of days a year to develop my full CPD. I think about half of them are supposed to be patient facing, and then half of them I've used way over half of them teaching on the 2 courses that I teach. But it's also getting that balance between because there's